Sometimes will help you get through certain situations. What if it gets toxic?
We have this idea, which is being called the toxic positivity. I do understand that us Filipinos, we really need to have a positive mindset, and that is innate in us. But we really need to sometimes take a step back to look at the bigger picture and realize what is the real problem in this situation. We need to address the problem, and it's not going to be solved if we're just going to be positive about things. So that is my stand about this one. We really need to find the best possible ways to solve the problem, and it cannot be solved by having a positive mindset. We need to have plans, solutions that would bring us growth and development as a nation.
Yeah. Okay. The next question came from my friend. This is my friend Paquito. Hi, Pax. And he would like to ask you: do you believe graduates with Latin honors have an edge over the others in the real world?
I used to think that once you graduate with flying colors, all the good things will go to you. But then, after years of graduating, I realized that it is not a degree that will land you a great job, but it is your character and your perspective in life. You know, graduating with Latin honor, that is an evidence that you really did well in doing your task. But life is more than what you read in books. It is about being street smart and how you interact with people. So there are people who doesn't have, diplomas, who haven't gone to school, but they have this big opportunities that comes their way because they have the right character to do things in their way. So that is my stand about this question.
I also agree.
Okay. The second to the last question from the fans came from Filipinas_slaying. The 2022 elections is fast approaching. What qualities do you think should Filipinos look for in our leaders?
Can I make a joke before I answer this?
Yes!
Because people would always say, mas mataas pa yung standard ng mga Pilipino pagdating sa Miss Universe compared to pag-elect ng leaders ng bansa natin. And that shouldn't be the case, right? We need to have stricter qualifications before we vote somebody. And if there's gonna be one aspect of being a leader that I would like to highlight, that is being honest. Because all the good things will go after that. An honest leader is somebody who is just, who is humane, but most importantly, he or she is accountable of what is happening in her country, his or her country. So we need to look at the background of these leaders, and we really need to use our mind and our heart in doing so, because this is gonna give the opportunities to our children to build a better society for the future. So I hope that this 2022, Filipinos will be smarter and we will choose the best possible leaders for our country.
One follow-up question, Drew.
Go.
No, because I do agree with what RABIYA is saying. In coming from the province ourselves, wherein we are having a hard time being represented in the Senate or being represented in the Congress, no matter how we wanted to, even though the people wanted to change the leadership, but usually the system is just unfavorable. Kasi nga, if there's a chance for you, for example, to change the system, just an opinion or something, would you be amenable to the idea of changing it to federal form of government, or would you stick with the current presidential style of government? Just an opinion.
Being in a democratic country and choosing federalism has its pros and cons. But I would like to highlight the fact that we need to be united as one country. Because with federalism, yes, you're gonna have the opportunities that you have individually. But how about those cities that are not blessed with economic status, with growth, with development? How about them? So it's not about the system, it's about the leaders. Because regardless of what kind of system do we have, if we have leaders who are corrupt, who would put their personal interests first before their people, then it's just gonna be the same. So that's why I would stick for the fact that we have a democratic country in which we choose our leaders, and it's all about having the power to choose for the best ones.
Very
Yes.
good.
And
So
the
there.
final question, the final question from the fans, it came from Mark.
Very intense talaga ako when it comes to politics.
medyo related sa politics yung last question. President Duterte recently made a remark that the presidency was no job for a woman because of their emotional differences to men. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I do respect the president, but I completely disagree with this thought. In our country, we already have 2 female leaders. And by doing that, women are as capable as men in handling a nation. I just want to give an example of what happened in New Zealand in conquering COVID virus, in which their female leader was able to nurse a newborn, but at the same time, she was able to become a mother to her dad. I am a woman, and I believe that my emotion do make part in my leadership skills. And I have so much heart, I have so much calling in being a leader actually, and I do disagree with this thought. I can lead my country because I have the power to use.
I also disagree with President.
I agree, totally agree.
The presidency is for anybody,
Yes,
either a man or woman, it's not about your
yes.
sexual
The head of the Tokyo Olympic Committee already resigned because of his sexist
remark.
against women. It's a different world now. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I just have to say,
Rabiyan.
Go.
we live in an era in which we need to treat men and women equally. We need to give them the same opportunities. And I won't agree with something like this because I know my capabilities and strength as a woman. And I know that I can make a difference, so much difference. And we need female leaders, leaders who will put their emotions in making decisions. Because it's not all about experience. Sometimes you really need to put your emotion and to be the mother of your life.
Or Drew, baka pinapatamaan lang yun ni President Duterte yung kanyang anak.
Anyway, moving forward na tayo. So,
Yeah, because-
gigisahin pa ulit natin si Rabiya. This is the Q&A challenge. It's a new segment.
You love this, Rabia. You will love this.
Alam namin na magaling kang sumagot. And I remember before ka nanalo, you were doing live in FB Live or IG Live, tapos nagtatanong ka sa mga tao and ask you questions. So medyo ganito yon. But this time, these are typical questions that are asked during this universe Q&A segment. So, just give us a number, 2 numbers from 1 to 10, and we will give you the question that corresponds to the answer. So, are you ready?
Okay, let's take breath muna from the first segment. I choose number 4. That is my lucky number. I mean my lucky number, I'm sorry.
Number 4. I think number 4. Where is it?
Oh, Drew is not here. Wait. And 4 and what other one number? I have to see the numbers. You have a copy of numbers, right? Sorry, Drew, nawala lang si Drew. Nasa kanya yung mga numbers. Siya ay may hawak. Oo, Drew, ba't ka nawala? Ikaw pa naman yung may hawak ng mga questions
Yeah.
na yan.
I think he just disappeared because he's trying to fix his audio. Usually that's what he does. You know, in order for his audio to be normal again, he has to leave and then he's back.
Ayan. Yeah, I'm back. So,
Just choose number 4.
number 4. Okay, number 4 is...
Parang, ang drill.
Number
Yeah.
4. Amir, please read.
Cosmetic surgery is considered an elephant in the room in pageants. It happens, but if talked about, it is usually frowned upon. Should we be more open and accepting about this? What are your thoughts or opinion on this?
We live in a conservative country. That's why it's very hard to have a talk about cosmetic surgery because other people are still holding back from this topic. But I think that we need to be more open about this one. Because we shouldn't shame women for choosing what is best for their bodies. If you're a woman and you wake up in the morning and you look at the mirror and you say, I love myself, I won't change anything about myself, then that's okay. We're happy. We're celebrating the day. But do not shame a woman who feels insecure and would choose to do some cosmetic surgery just to improve her confidence. We need to be with her. We need to support her in choosing what is best for her body. And I hope that Filipinos would have more an open heart and an open mind in talking about this issue because this is really happening. This is the reality of life.
And women have more money now. Come on.
Yeah.
I agree.
I feel that's true.
Okay.
I mean, now we are more independent. We have our own money. We have more savings. Why do you want is best for our body?
Keep on going, Rabia.
Keep it going.
Keep on going.
Yeah. I think there's a delay in audio. Hello?
Yes, okay. You're
Ayan.
okay. Okay naman. I can
Yan.
hear you now.
Yun na yun. Women have more
Okay.
money now.
And next number you choose.
I choose number 6.
Number 6, Drew.
Number 6. Number
Hirap
6
ba?
question. Hindi naman, madali lang to. This was asked in Miss Universe 1998. A woman has just awakened after being asleep for 20 years. What do you tell her she missed?
Oh, I would say that she missed a lot of things, but I would like to focus on the aspect of technology. I would want to inform her that with one just click, you can connect yourself to the world. But it had its disadvantages, and one of them is that, yes, it connects you from different people, but it disconnects you from reality. And I want her to realize that things are so much different now because people are starting to be mean, to be entitled about their opinions online. And it divides us individually and as a nation. And I hope that this changes. And I hope that she also does her effort to be a good citizen, not just somebody who just speaks out of emotion.
Ayan, sabi ko kanina,
Sir,
2 lang. Pero okay lang ba na magdagdag ako ng isa?
Oo! Nako! That's like my favorite.
Okay.
lahat
Ano?
na.
Excited akong tanong to her. What is the greatest contribution of the Philippines to the entire world?
I'd like to say that us Filipinos to produce the best of the best medical professionals to the rest of the world. It's because we are putting so much passion in the service that we are offering to other nations. And that is our advantage. We have the best nurses, the best doctors, because we put our hearts, our minds in educating ourselves.